It can happen over the holidays, before or after school, even on weekends. What's your game plan for when your kids lose control? Mom, the manager, Michelle McVittie, is here with tips on how to stay calm while handling big emotions.
Yes.
We're seeing a lot of this.
Yeah, I mean, kids are emotional and adults are very rational. The child is upset. We're trying to say, why? I don't understand. Help me understand. And in that moment, their lid has flipped, right? They are not using their thinking brain, and then we are throwing a lot of rationale. We're trying to tell them to stop it or giving them what they want, and it turns into a bit of a mess if that pattern continues.
So what should the game plan be? Where do we start?
Well, we start with acknowledging that every child is a little different, and you may have a child that is more sensitive. Does that come from a diagnosis? Sometimes it just comes from a child just being more sensitive, which no one really loves, right? There's deep feelers, super feelers, highly sensitive. In the end, no one really likes to be labeled as sensitive, overly sensitive. And that could be a trigger for some parents thinking, this kid is screaming because the sky is blue. But this is who they are. And some kids, their temperament, they're screaming like when they're upset, and they're like so excited when they're happy. So those huge extremes. Knowing that's your child, and then being there calm in those moments and not saying, oh, this emotion means you get what you want. What it says is, I see you. I'm going to help you ride the wave of discomfort, but every time you have a meltdown, it doesn't mean you get the cookie or you avoid the task or the chore or whatever it is.
Speaking of avoidance, parents should not avoid or ignore this. Like they have to converse with their kid.
They do, absolutely. And co-regulation is so important, but I think it turns into parents thinking maybe they're feeding it, or the other side is over accommodation, where we're completely avoiding the emotion. Just give them the thing. You don't have to do it. Then siblings get really annoyed. So you can have an emotion. Emotions are okay. Most of us didn't grow up that way. It was like, suck it up, you're fine, right? So you've got this kid, and then your emotion comes up. You have to be there calm, and being there calm says, I see you, you're really frustrated, I know you do not want to go to school, and then you can give them a choice. You know, do you need help? Or, you know, are you going to do it on your own?
What's the trick for parents, counting to 10 to kind of get their emotions in check?
Yeah, I think understanding your trigger and what is that emotion that is underneath it. Is it fear? Like, if I don't nip this in the bud right now, it's going to get worse. Do you feel a little bit hopeless? Are you feeling disrespected? Because this kid is screaming after you just made them a nice breakfast and they threw it across the room. So check yourself, right? A little bit of a calm, and then maybe tag team with your partner if you're parenting with somebody.
Does the strategy change if it's in a public place as opposed to being at home?
Well, the public place, I mean, the kid is going to put on a show. Right?
And you're like, oh my gosh.
Yeah, I know, exactly. And then your embarrassment comes in, and you just want to shut it down. So you want to be proactive. You know that this kid is going to push boundaries. If you say no, then they're going to lose it. So if you're going into the grocery store, you get to pick one thing. If you start screaming, it goes back in. And you know what? Sometimes we just have to allow the emotion. You might have to leave, but people around you are not judging you. They're probably thinking, thank goodness it isn't me. It's important to validate your child's feelings, right? Because this is going to, I guess, put them in the right place as well. Yes, it helps them just calm down, right? Because if, you know, your computer crashed and I'm like, what are you worried about? Don't worry about it. You got a whole staff here, and you're just like, I'm in the middle of an email, you know, whatever. It's just when you are like, oh, that's so frustrating, then you're able to calm down a little bit. And it doesn't mean that everything's going to turn out wonderful, but at least they can calm down so they can think a little more rationally instead of with their emotional mind.
This is going to happen. It's just inevitable. And using these tips and tricks to, you know, calm the situation, understand what your child is going through. The next time it happens, that occurrence is going to be easier, right?
It will be. And actually having a conversation or helping them with how to turn the volume down. Emotion is okay. What do you need when you're angry? What do you need when you're sad? And then how are we practicing these things and doing things to help our nervous system on a regular basis?
Great chat. Thanks for the tips. And hopefully everyone out there can use them as well. Thanks for stopping by with us this morning.
My pleasure.
More Morning Live coming up.